It's the Hammer Draft Series here on Forward Progress, part of the Hammer Betting Network and presented by Fanduel. We are back and we're here with a new series that we're excited to debut today. It's going to be running every Tuesday and Thursdays. You guys are probably wondering, what is the Hammer Draft Series? Well, we're going to go through a bunch of awards markets, so the Super Bowl markets and other markets, and we're going to, for creators, we're going to draft a team and we're going to see who's going to win. And guess what? This isn't just for fun. There's a little bit of money on the line. I'm going to pull up the rules for you guys right now. We're all wagering $250 American each creator, and the winner will take all. We're going to do it snake style. And if someone wins other than the player or the team that we drafted, guess what? You, the audience, have a chance to win some money. $250 each to 4 lucky audience members that will be picked via draw. How to qualify for this draw? Simple. Like the video, comment on the video, and you must be subscribed to our YouTube page at Forward Progress HQ and follow us on Twitter at Forward Progress HQ. That's the rules. That's how we're going to run things. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun. So before we get into this video, start spamming the comment section down below so you don't forget come October, come December, when Caleb Williams, oh, he won't be on the board, but when, let's say, Tua, that guy will definitely be available. When you guys have Tua and you have a chance to win some money because, I don't know, some miracle happened where he stayed healthy for the entire season. Before we start, the only thing we have to do to get out of the way, randomize the list. So I have a random.org here, list randomizer. Going to randomize it right now. And that's the order. G-Stack number 1, Suuma number 2, Rob number 3, and myself number 4. I'm excited to do this because I wanted number 4, but G-Stack, you're first. Let's hear it. Who do you have to start us off the inaugural Hammer Draft Series? Who do you have first overall to win the MVP?
So I once made a tweet 4 years ago when Mahomes won his second MVP that he would one day be the man who passed Peyton Manning for the most MVPs and win 5 of them. And he hasn't won in a while because, you know, he's lost that Tyreek Hill. He's just like, he's not putting up gaudy numbers. Jason, you said something that got criticized where you said this is the best cast of weapons he's had in a long time. I kind of saw what you were going for. He's got 3 reliable receivers. Kelsey may be on his last legs. I'm going to bet on a Mahomes boom year and that voters have missed the desire to vote for him. And I think this is the upside case. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes first overall.
Mm-hmm. Great. We're starting with a weak pick just to start the draft.
All right. G-Stack's got Mahomes first overall right now on FanDuel. Mahomes is at around 650 to 1 as of recording this video. Up next is going to be Suuma.
Back to back, Josh Allen. Dude's a monster. The Bills are going to have the record 10 games against the AFC East and the NFC South. He's going to have a great record, 100-plus rushing attempts last 6 years each, 27 rushing touchdowns last 2 years. He's going to have all the stats, all the production in the world. Dude's a monster. Give me Josh Allen.
All right, love it. Simple stuff there, Josh Allen for MVP back-to-back. Rob, up next. We can probably breeze through this first round here.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 slot here, these guys are square enough not to take the betting favorite in either of the first 2 picks, so I will do that. And I will take Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think it's just a great value play. I think the Ravens are going to have a really good record this year. Lamar Jackson's going to be talked about in terms of MVP race just because of the gaudy numbers that he tends to put up within that offense. So no-brainer for me. I can just breeze past this, and Lamar is on the winning team.
All right. I love that. I love the confidence there. Lamar plus 430 over at FanDuel. Rob, you got the betting favorite. Congratulations at third. Hey, George, Suuma, wake up a little bit, guys. What's going on here? Anyways, I'm up next. I'm fourth, and I get the 5th pick on the way back for the second round. And honestly, before we started this draft, I was hoping I got that 4th slot because to me, I think there's a tier of 5, and then there's the rest. It's a no-brainer for me. Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. How can I not pick either of these guys, both plus 600 and plus 850 respectively, to win the award? I don't think there's really much more to say than these guys are put up crazy numbers in their first season. Jaden Daniels, then Joe Burrow recently has been great. Only thing I'm worried about is maybe some injury, but I guess that's every single player on this list. Before we get into the next round, just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at FanDuel. It might be the offseason, but if you want to bet on NFL futures, FanDuel is the place to go for that action. They have tons of futures at FanDuel Sportsbook, including player award props like MVP, season leaders in passing, rushing, and receiving, season-long receiving props, rushing props, passing props, and so much more. They also have team futures. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Who's going to win their respective conference, their division? At what stage will each team be eliminated? They also have win totals, including alt win totals. And guess what? You can parlay them all together. The excitement for something new goes live at FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/forward progress to download America's #1 sportsbook. That's FanDuel.com/forward progress. First round's done. Second round is coming up. Who's next? Rob, you're up now. Rob, are you going to comment on my picks? I saw you say.
Well, I mean, there's a no-brainer for you. Like, whoever gets 4-5 is guaranteeing themselves a great spot. So, of course, when you hit the random.org, I don't want to call shenanigans on what happened there, but it's convenient that you ended up at the 4 spot. I'll tell you that. This is like the cuck chair spot right here, where I'm picking at number 6, because now we got to drop off to all these guys that are 20-1. And I got to pick who I think is the best of the bunch in this range. And I will go, got to make amends with my boy Geoff, because I called the Chargers overrated in another video, but I'm going to take Justin Herbert here. Just because I think he has the ability to put up some pretty big numbers. I think playoffs for the Chargers with that defense might be a little bit challenging, but I think that also is going to contribute to Herbert potentially putting up similar numbers to the way Burrow did last year in Cincinnati, where there's no defense, they got to score at will type of situation. So in this tier, give me Justin Herbert.
Rob, you mentioned cuck chair for that position, third overall. I think you're going to be in the cuck chair all year watching this Justin Herbert offense when they run the ball 65% of the time. So enjoy that. I'm excited for you.
Sorry, 65% of the time with that running back room with a one-eyed Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton? I don't know about that.
Well, we'll see. We've seen Harbaugh do crazier stuff. All right, Justin Herbert going second in the second round. Up next, third pick, second round. Suuma, who you got?
Yeah, I am going with what I think is going to be a very good offense this year. He's going to be hopefully healthy. It's Jordan Love. It's basically his third year. He was injured last year. I think the Matt LaFleur offense, they're going to be really good. I think their defense overrated. We might see a bit more of a shootout potential with this team this year. So give me Jordan Love, who might really fly into some great production stat lines.
Wow. All right. In terms of odds, Jordan Love is listed. There's a couple guys listed ahead of him according to the odds. But hey, Suuma, if you like Jordan Love, some would say you might even love him so much you're picking him this high. All right. To end off the second round, G-Stack, give us the fourth pick of the second round here.
You know, I was going to take Jordan Love with one of my picks here. It's not just like the upside case. It's if the MVP usually goes to a top 2 or 3 seed, we got to start taking some NFC teams and who might be at the top of the board. So I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts, the fact that he's still there. He's never won one. It could be a sexy pick for the voters, maybe the new face of the league.
Yeah, it seems like a great pick from my end. I could tell that you were loving to take Jordan, but it hurts you a little bit to take Jalen. That rounds out the second round. Just quick recap of how our teams stack up. G-Stack, you got Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, the two guys who were in the Super Bowl last year, crazily enough. Suuma, Josh Allen, Jordan Love. Rob, you got Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert. And I think my favorite team so far is my team. Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. All right, G-Stack, start us off with the third round here. First pick, who you got?
So I want to try to hit like the variance train. And I think one of the divisions that feels like that is the AFC South this year. Like the Colts have this weird, could be a playoff team, could be very bad. Jaguars have that, the hopefulness on Trevor Lawrence and the Jags offense, but it could go really bad with that offensive line. So it's like, what if there's a really strong team that wins 13 or 14 games, looks back to that form we saw from the rookie year, and everyone falls in love with him again? I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud here.
Yeah. All right. It's good to know that you're punting this draft. It makes me feel a lot better about myself.
I really thought – I thought we were going to get Tua maybe in the third round from George. He is that much of a homer. I'm actually surprised we didn't get it there.
Yeah. C.J. Stroud it is for G-Stack, 25-1. over at Fanduel. Suuma, you're up next.
I think you can almost guess my next pick. I'm going to take the guy who was behind a top four-ish offense in EPA per play and success rate last year, despite missing Chris Godwin for, I think, 11 games, Mike Evans for like 4 games. He's going to have a slightly worse defense this year. They are going to face a lot of good offenses. I can see some shootouts. Give me Baker Mayfield bombing down the field.
Love it. Mayfield 25-1. And that honestly just wraps up the guys who are at 25-1. When we're going to have to start reaching further down the board. Rob is in an immaculate spot to cuck me of Caleb Williams. Rob, are you going to do that with your next pick?
Absolutely not. It's way too early for Caleb Williams at this point. I don't love this option because I'm not sure that he can go a full season behind the O-line that he has, but definitely the weapons, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. I will take Matthew Stafford. I think we're getting to the point now where like a lot of these players, it would take a special season to get them the MVP. I think Stafford's capable in terms of the passing numbers, so I'll take Matty Stafford.
I really tried to bait you into taking Caleb Williams there so I could get Matt Stafford and have him fall to me. I thought that was clearly the best guy left on the board.
Mark a loss there for me then, I guess.
Come on, that's crazy. All right, I'm up next. I have 2 picks coming up. Not a lot to work with here, but gonna do my best regardless. I think my next pick is gonna have to be. You guys already knew it. It's Caleb Williams. Come on, what are we doing here? He's 37-1 to win the MVP. He's currently 3rd amongst on the current, let's call it the draft board of players available. The upside is there. The offense is there. The offensive line has improved. Better coaching. There's so much you could talk about with this team and why there's a real chance for them to have high upside. I'm going to take Caleb Williams. I think the talent is there. Give me Caleb Williams at the 3 spot in the 4th. Sorry, the 4 spot in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I see what you did there as well. By the way, he easily could have been the first pick of the 4th round, but you want to get him up to a 3rd round pick. That's what
absolutely.
It's truly pathetic how much you admire this guy.
You know what? Like, it's the same thing either way for me. Is it really pathetic when I win, Rob? I'm going to be happily taking that $250 off your hands when Caleb Williams walks up and grabs that award on award night. Anyways, one more pick for me. I'm going to have to go with Dak Prescott. And I know a lot of people aren't going to like this pick. I know. I see you guys shaking your head a little bit, but listen. I know Rob loves Dak Prescott. I know he's a smart guy.
Dak was going the next pick. Let's be real here. So is now or never for you.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to go with Dak. But no, in all seriousness, this offense really has a good chance to have a fat tail towards the upside. Listen, I'm worried about this team. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are good, but I'm also wrong a lot of the time. So maybe it's a good idea to fade me in this draft. Yeah, give me Dak Prescott.
Okay. I'm pretty high on one team this year. I think relative to market, that's a San Fran 49ers, so I'm going to take Brock Purdy here. For me, it was between Purdy and Goff, but like Goff couldn't win an MVP with like the best OC in the league there. I'd be really reluctant to think that he can do it now. I'll take Brock Purdy. I think there's some significant upside with the 49ers this year because of some pretty unlucky outcomes last year, as we addressed in another video here on Forward Progress.
Yeah, I was thinking about Purdy. I was thinking about Goff. I didn't want to mention them since you were about to pick there. But you know what? Like I had the same idea as you. As I just really struggle seeing these guys win MVP with the offenses that they're on. But hey, we're starting to get into the weeds a little bit now. Curious to hear what Suuma thinks about that because he's up next. Jared Goff is still available. You can take him if you want, Suuma. Who are you going here?
I cannot take Jared Goff. No chance. I'm going to take
Suma's
the
already
guy.
got too many solid white quarterbacks on his team. He's got Baker and Allen already. He just wants to mix it up so the woke mob doesn't go after him.
Exactly. And I'm going to take the guy who was going to make your picks live tough as hell. I'm going with Kyler. I think I really like the Cardinals overall this year. Improved defense. I think they will be in many games. Trey McBride, second year of Marvin Harrison. And I think if Kyler, he's like the guy from a skill set perspective, like if he's going to have a good year, he might really have a great year production-wise. So give me Kyler Murray.
That's going to have to go up on the graphic as Kyla, Kyler Murray, according to Suuma.
Kyler Murray it is. All right, last pick of the 4th round. George, who do you got?
there's this very weird dynamic where whenever Netflix does a show about somebody, their memorabilia, everything goes up. Do you remember when the Menendez brothers video came out on Netflix? There was a random Mark Jackson basketball card that actually had them sitting in the front row, and that card like 50x'd overnight, and everybody wanted to buy it. An irrelevant basketball card. So I get in my head, I'm like, Jared Goff was on quarterback too. You also got a lot of his success was like attributed to Ben Johnson, but if he can repeat it without Johnson there, then it's like, oh, there's more credibility, and everybody likes a good narrative. And again, if I'm falling in line with that like top 2 or 3 seed usually wins an MVP, what if the Lions just repeat what they did last year, and then it's like, okay, maybe you have to give Jared Goff some credit here. So I'm going to go with Jared Goff in this spot.
Love how you're referencing quarterback here. I mean, if you look at last year, this is a great signal. Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, CJ Stroud, those are the guys you wanted to have last year to win MVP. Good stuff there, George. Let's recap.
It's the fourth round, Jason. It's the fourth round.
Let's recap the board here, George. Your team, you have Mahomes, Hurts, Stroud, and Jared Goff. Suuma, you have Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, and Kyler Murray. Rob, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford, Brock Purdy, and then myself with Joe Burrow, Jane Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Dak Prescott. 2 more rounds to go. I'm curious what the audience thinks. Who has the best roster so far if you had to pick one of us 4? I'm going to see a lot of my name in the comment section. Anyways, George, you're up next. Give us the first pick of the 5th round.
So I'm going to use the exact same handicap I used on Stroud and just say, imagine that Trevor Lawrence is that high upside case, a guy with some pedigree. If he has a big year, everybody's going to try to get excited about this guy again. So I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence here.
Yeah. Damn.
You wanted to say something, Rob?
I was maybe a little bit optimistic that Lawrence would make his way back to me. I mean, with you guys, reaching on Goff and, Dak and Caleb and whatever, I thought there was maybe a chance that some more boneheaded picks would come out later on here, but it seems like George is on the ball.
All right. You told me you were going to take Dak next, but anyways, that's besides the point. George, I'm curious to see who you pick last between Cam Ward, Anthony Richardson, and Daniel Jones. It seems like you really cornered the AFC South here.
The high upside.
A great strategy. Great strategy.
You think he's going to go? You think he's going to go down to the bottom quarterbacks in the division? Why not just go like Houston Texans backup Davis Mills, right?
That might be the play right
down the handicap.
All right, Suuma, you're up next. Who you got?
Rough man. I wanted to take Trevor Lawrence here. I am going with my boy Drake May. Love him so much. I think he's incredibly underrated. I think he did some stuff that you probably don't see that obviously in some stats and some data. What he did, like surrounded by total scrubs, by maybe the worst offensive line. I think that's some skill that you don't typically see from a rookie. And yeah, if he's the real deal, I want him out of the remaining guys. Drake May.
All right. Love it. Drake May, 60-1 right now at FanDuel. Love that pick, Suuma. Not a lot left. Could have gone with Tua, but I feel like you're not really.
Can get him in free agency. Are we doing drops in this league?
Can
or
we
what?
do that? Can we add in drops? I wonder. Stick them on
No,
the IR.
the audience is
supposed.
the viewers are supposed to get the remainder of the players.
They do, but I feel
selfish. Jason just wants to take the money away from a viewer who might win.
Selfish.
Wouldn't that be something like the Tua wins it for the whole crowd? They would love that.
Let's pick like a more realistic option here instead of Tua. Let's not pretend like he's not.
One can dream, but you can only dream so much.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll bite my tongue here, Rob. You're up next, 3rd pick in the 5th round. Who you got?
Yeah, this is where I begin to stall, like any one in the fantasy draft, because I have no idea what I'm going to do here. This is around the time where Saquon is a possibility, and like you got to weigh whether or not some of these quarterbacks who have virtually no chance of winning are better than Saquon. But like Saquon put up such insane numbers last year and didn't win, that it's so hard to make a case for him over taking another quarterback here, even though he's probably the best odds on the entire board. But these quarterbacks, my God, this is going to be a tough one.
It's all right. Take your time. I'll cut this out if you need.
No. It's okay. Keep it all in. I'd like you to keep it all in. I'm going to be the William Kassouf of this forward progress drafted video here.
No
Bunch
clue who
of
that is.
shit picks before me.
Well, I didn't even see the resemblance before, but I kind of do.
Yeah. Suma's, he said he's on vacation the last 3 weeks. He's just been making rankings for all these drafts and not talking to anyone. You guys are on the ball. I'm not. I'm taking Saquon.
All right.
I couldn't convince myself any of these other quarterbacks are worth a pick.
Listen, you're essentially drawing dead with these last couple of picks, but you're really drawing dead drafting a running back instead of a quarterback.
You know what?
That's
If he puts up like the same numbers as last year, George is right about like the narrative stuff. It could be like he got robbed last year. It's too. That's what I'm reaching at here. Oh, I mean, like
or a Hurts injury, which you definitely would never celebrate.
I thought maybe he was featured on quarterbacks and I missed something, but
he might be featured in the upcoming running back series on Netflix.
Series. There we go. All right, round it out here. I have 2 picks left. My first pick I'm going to go with a little bit further down the board than what's currently available right now, not in the top 5 of the players available according to odds, but I'm going to go with Michael Penix Jr. Michael Penix is, I think, a great pick in terms of the Atlanta Falcons have there's a real upside case for this team. We didn't really get to see much of Michael Penix last year. I just think there's an upside case to be made here. They have a good offensive line, good weapons, good running back. Offensive coordinator remains to be seen, but I mean, Kirk Cousins was atrocious last year. If Michael Penix can just be anything like he was like in college, I think there's a chance for him to maybe, I don't know, get close to the MVP.
You drafted the biggest like team hype. This is the hype team, man.
This is
Daniels, Caleb, Penix. Like, all right, to each their own, man.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't understand.
I would say, like, yeah, you're like the classic guy that shows up to the fantasy draft and he picks guys like 3 rounds too high because they played well in college,
All right, well, then you're going to hate my next pick. Maybe not, because he actually wasn't that good in college. I'm going to go with J.J. McCarthy. I think the reasoning here is pretty simple. The Vikings offense is really good. A lot of you guys hate Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold's a good quarterback, but you know what? I'm not going to lie. Kevin O'Connell definitely elevated Sam Darnold last year, and I expect him to do the same with J.J. McCarthy. I think you see a pattern with my picks here. Give me guys who were drafted 2 years ago.
They stink. The picks, the last 4 especially. There's a clear pattern, I would say.
All right, my guys stink. You said it about Dak, not me. But yeah, J.J. McCarthy. I think there's an upside case for the Vikings here.
Sad thing is, I actually did bet Dak to win the MVP this year, so I can't hate on it.
There you go.
All right,
there you go. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find the player that I think has the highest upside left on the list. It's definitely not Tua with that.
Are you going running back? Wide receiver?
You know
Micah
what?
Parsons, maybe?
Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me.
Jamar Chase is still there.
You know what? I'm gonna do what I call a solidarity pick.
Okay.
In years past, no longer with Forward Progress, our friend Eric Eager, now the VP of Analytics for the Panthers. I want to keep pounding every week in some capacity. # keep pounding. Bryce Young.
All right, Bryce Young.
I'm going for an upside case. Like, listen, I think there's a possible upside case there.
I think there's a possible upside case with any of these guys right now, but
well,
I don't know how
J.J. McCarthy's
upside
is like what, game manager, quarterback? I mean, I don't know about MVP conversation.
Clip for later in the season. Anyways, Suuma, you're up next. Then George, let's round it out these last 2 picks here.
Okay, so hear me out. What if Aaron Rodgers did a 20-day Ayurveda dark retreat this offseason and comes out completely refreshed like a 32-year-old guy and throws bombs to 3 Titans and DK Metcalf? Aaron Rodgers, baby.
Wow. I actually didn't see that coming because Suma's gone white guy, dark guy, white guy, dark guy, white guy. And I thought it was going to end with dark, but he's gone with Aaron Rodgers, the whitest guy on the planet right now, basically.
The ayahuasca upside, I like that. I did not factor that into my rankings, to be fair, but you know what? Could be a case to be made there. All right, Aaron Rodgers punching him in right now for Suma's team. Last one to go, and if it's not too pack it up, guys. George, who you got?
You know, in poker, they say you never play the cards, you play the man. So I played the men. Yeah. I had this guy top 5 on my list, but I said, no. You know what? I think I can sneak him in right at the end. Let me tell you about leadership, my friend. Somebody goes out in training camp in front of reporters. He said, Tyreek Hill, his actions at the end of last year were bullshit. That's a fucking leadership. That's my quarterback. That's why Tua is the pick of the draft.
Mm-hmm. I mean, no one can say we didn't see this coming. I mean, like literally everyone saw this coming. So
I'm just excited that we got all of us got to draft 6 players, and George only drafted 5. That's great.
George could have had his NWO moment here, where he fucking hit Tua with a chair, spray painted NWO on his chest, and pivoted to someone else like Geno Smith or something like that. Geno Smith. Kind of wanted Geno Smith. I really regret Bryce. I really regret the solidarity pick now.
I think the audience is going to be big Bo Nix fans next year.
They're going to love it. Listen, this isn't the only draft that we are doing. We got tons more coming your way. So make sure you subscribe. Let's recap all the teams before we head out. Team number 1, we have team quarterback, Netflix quarterback. G-Stack, we got Mahomes, Hurts, Stroud, Goff, Lawrence, and Tua. For Suuma, we have team ayahuasca, Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Drake May, Aaron Rodgers. For Rob, we have team solidarity, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy, Saquon Barkley, and Bryce Young. And for myself, we have team 2024 NFL draft, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Dak Prescott, Michael Penix, and JJ McCarthy. It's up on the screen right now. You tell us who you think is going to be winning. If you don't like our picks, do you think you, the audience, has a chance? Reminder, if you comment below and you like this video, you have a chance to win $250 if one of our picks does not win. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.